Oh boy. I don't know what it is, but, you know, women today are just completely out of touch with reality, boy. I mean, what? 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 Like, guys, I don't know what it is. They're just operating in the realm of emotion 24/7. And obviously everybody has emotion, but they're operating in the realm of emotion 24/7. And it's like the logic, the rationality, the things that men can bring to the table, they don't want to hear it anymore. They don't want to go by it anymore. They don't want to listen to a man anymore. They don't want to be led by a man no more. And we are seeing the effects of what is happening because of it. They're completely out of touch because of it. The authority of a man is important. It goes God, man, woman, children, like we know it does. And for them to completely ignore not only us, but God, because that's what women are doing today. Like most, like these modern day bimbo schmimbos. They don't have the presence of God in their life. They don't have the presence of a man who can lead and direct. It doesn't mean control you, it means lead and direct. Like, okay, I heard what my man said. Maybe he's right. Maybe I can, listen to what he said, and you know what? He might be onto something here. That doesn't exist no more. Like it's almost non-existent. As far as these modern day women. So that's where we're at. And it's caused so many women to be so far out of touch with reality, it's not even funny. Like, they're making a fool of themselves, but it's actually embarrassing. Like, the way they act, they think they're all that, man. They actually think they're like the hottest things going. Like, ego out of this realm, out of this earth. And the reality of that is, all of that is going to come back and smack them upside the head like a ton of bricks. That's what's going to happen. I promise you that. We just haven't seen enough of it yet. We've seen cases of it, but it's going to happen to so many. And the truth of the matter is, men that are staying true to themselves, men that are leveling up, men that are focused, men that are doing what they're supposed to be doing are going to have the last laugh. They're going to have everything so easy, on easy mode, because they are going to be the ones that are scarce. They're going to be the ones that women cannot live without. They're going to be the ones that can have 20, 30, 50 different women if they want. And it doesn't matter what they say. Not any 20, 30, 50 of them, because they're going to stay put. That's how scarce certain men are going to become. That's the power they're going to hold. So, it's just funny to me to see how things are playing out. And I have never not called something for what it was and it not happened. I think women lack the ability to think ahead of time, to see what's actually going to come. And then once the problems are there, it boils over. And it's this big issue. Oh my God, like reality hits and they can't do anything they used to be able to do. We try to tell them this, but they don't listen. Because they don't respect the authority of men no more because of modern day feminism. They think they're the smart ones. They think they're making the right choices. They think they're making the right decisions. But guess what, guys? They're not us. They never will be us. They can try so hard to be us. They can try so hard to compete and to think they can do everything a man can do. There's just certain things God has done to us and that he's given us that they will never have, no matter how hard they try. They can pump testosterone into themselves. They can do whatever they want to do. They will never be us. They will always be behind. And that's just the way it is. For the things that God has given us and the gifts he's given us, they will never be that. They never will be that. And it's not to say that women don't have certain traits about themselves that are good, that could possibly outshine us. They're just trying so hard to outstrength our strengths. That's the problem. If women were smarter, they would actually listen to men more. There were women in interviews, bro, who woke up at the age of 25, 26 after being that young and said, oh my God, I actually just put my ego to the side and started listening to men, and I can't believe I lived so many years never listening to a man and how much I missed out on. That's what they said. And the fact that they started to listen to men, their lives improved drastically. Drastically. They became better women. So, these are the effects of what has taken place in this world. And unfortunately, all women ain't going to wake up at the age of 25, 26. There's women in their 30s still right now who have not waken up. It's basically too late. So, a lot are going to get left behind. They're no different than a man who doesn't do anything with his life. And his life goes by, he didn't do anything. It's no different. It's unsuccessful. You didn't pull the trigger. You didn't go forward. So this is where we're at, and just the things I'm seeing, bro, the amount of women you come across, the amount of women you talk to, the amount of women you date, the things you notice is they have such a hard time listening to a man. Such a hard time. It's just it almost makes them cringe. The fact that they could be being told something by a man, they almost want to deflect it and they just don't want to take it in. And it's their ego. It's because of feminism. It's like they just don't want to do it. But you should. You should want to do it. But they don't. That's the issue. And it's gotten us to where we're at. And, every single one of us dudes at one point has tried to save at least a few of these women before. And what happened? I'll tell you what happened. It was going good until it wasn't. I've dated a few women myself where they had the opportunity, where I got them at the right time, and they have failed. It was going good until it wasn't. The pressure that they were under made them crumble. They couldn't keep it up. So many women, and it's not being talked about enough, are failing to be good women, to be solid good women. They resort to their cell phones. That's what they go to. That's their go-to, their cell phone. Somebody's going to be there. Some simp is going to be there that they can talk to. They can feel validated because of it. They can feel things because of it. Women have stopped growing today, and they don't care enough to be good women. And like I said, I dated a few. I got them at the right time where it wasn't too late, not even close. It was going good until it wasn't. Because you guys know what happens in dating. A few months goes in, half a year goes by, things really start to expose itself. This is where you're either forced to grow or you're forced to retreat. Because you can't just stay the way it is. They make such poor decisions and retreat because it's uncomfortable. Because it's forcing them to grow. It's forcing them to be better. It's forcing them to grow the fuck up in general. So they either grow or they don't. They retreat. Because they actually don't want to be a good woman. They don't care enough to be a good woman. They don't care enough to be good enough for you and to keep you as a good man. They don't care enough to do it. It's easier to retreat when the whole time they said they wouldn't, but they did it. They ended up doing it. The whole time, oh, I don't give up easy, all this stuff. They end up giving up easy, like actually easy. As soon as things gets difficult, as soon as they're forced to face themselves, oh my God, this is crazy, I can't do it. They get a swift kick of reality, bro. So what do? They retreat. They probably start talking to a bunch of simps who's going to validate them and make them feel good because that's all they give a fuck about is feeling good. Feeling good. I just want to feel good. Like, do you guys think a really good man makes them feel good? They actually don't. Good men hold them accountable. Simps or bad men don't do that. They just let them do whatever. That's the difference. That makes them feel good. A good man doesn't make them feel good. A masculine man with a standard doesn't make them feel good. But a masculine man with a standard deserves a good woman who he's going to do almost everything for, and she's going to understand how to behave, how to control herself, how to control her emotions, how to listen, and everything's going to be fucking amazing. And like, when you say stuff like this, when I say stuff like this, the first thing women think of is, oh, like, that's controlling, or we don't need to listen to no man, or all this kind of stuff. Like, if you want a good man, if you want a relationship, if you want commitment, if you want marriage, yes, you do. And the way they envision it is like a man standing over top of them, pointing the finger and just saying all this stuff. No. It's completely calm conversations. It's just that things have to be said. A good man ain't going to stand over top of you and just command all this stuff and point his finger and just da-da-da-da-da. He's going to talk to you. He's going to say how things have to be. He's going to say how things are. And it's almost like women can't even handle to hear that today, bro. Like, they're that gone. They have lost touch with reality. They just don't want to hear it. Because it hurts their egos. And if you guys read the Bible, God corrects you because he loves you. When we try to correct certain things, they take offense to it. They get defensive because of it. All this defensiveness, all this ego, all this stuff. When we're literally making valid points, when we're literally like unacceptable stuff, and they can't handle to hear it. That's the issue. If you can't handle to hear something that you're doing wrong and we're trying to tell you about it, like, nothing's ever going to get fixed, nothing's ever going to change. you are screwed. You're actually wrote off. And it's because you're living in a Disneyland world. And you're living 100% of the time in the realm of emotion, of your own emotions, and you're just going absolutely crazy and there's no stability. But that's what a man brings, is stability. And majority of women today are going to tell you to take your logic and shove it up your ass. They don't care, bro. They don't care enough. They're just operating in the realm of emotion 24/7. They don't care. They don't care how they treat men. They're just going crazy. Like, where's the respect for men nowadays? It's gone. It's gone. Like, I'm not saying there's no women that don't respect. There definitely is. There definitely is. And it's a good feeling to be around women like that. Because they respect you. They're not in their ego space. They actually do respect you, but it's becoming more scarce by the day. Women are getting crazier by the day, and when we say women, it means most, because it's 100% fact. It's actually that bad. And most are living in a la-la fairy tale land where they can do no wrong, and I'm just a girl, I'm just a woman, is how they think. That's an ego in itself. And what they mean by that is, yes, you're just a woman. Yes, you're just a girl. Okay. But what they mean by that is, my actions are the way they are is because I'm just a girl. I'm just a woman. I'm just emotional. Like, grow up. Like, actually grow up. Yes, you're emotional. Yes, things sometimes are going to happen, but can you hear about it? Can you hear about the unacceptable things that you're doing? And it's not just being emotional. It's outrageous. It's completely unacceptable things. But you can't tell them about it, bro, because they don't want to listen today. And it's just, it's created the world we're in. It honestly has. And this is why so many men are giving up on women. Like I mentioned in a video, I think a day or two, I'm starting to lack the ability, and I have been for a while, but it's getting bad, bro, to take a woman seriously at all. Like, at all. There's the odd women that's respectable, and it's like, okay, that's a real woman. She's not in her ego. She's, she's here. She respects me. That's perfect. It's a great feeling to be around a real human being. But on the other hand, to be around these women who have the most fragile egos of all time, who just act like they're the best thing going on earth when they're actually not even close because they're just in their ego space. When you're a man that has done the work and you go around them, bro, they're offended. They're offended automatically. Like, they actually despise you with a passion because you're exposing their egos. They want to believe they're the best thing going so bad. But you're really not. You haven't done the work. And when something real comes around, oh, they feel that, bro. They feel that. They feel all that. They all want to think they're all that until something real comes around and it just hits them. But that's what they're going to shy away from. That's what they're going to run away from. Like, there's not that many real people on earth left, folks. There's not that many real people at all. And that's why I don't get around that many people. Because they want to think. Like, they're delusional, bro. Most people's delusional. And the reason they're delusional is because they have to be. For their own ego's sake. But if you do the work, you don't have to be delusional. And if you do the work in general, you're not going to be delusional. You're going to be in reality. And that's not where they want to be. So therefore, they don't want you to tell them anything because it's hitting home. it's hitting them hard. It's making them feel everything that they're not. But guess what, guys? That's how you grow. If I was a bum on the side of the street and it's like, I'm a billionaire, bro, and I'm sitting there with a damn blanket in the snowbank. I'm a billionaire, bro. Like, how stupid is that? That's not going to do anything for me. And the women that want to lie to themselves today and pretend they're all that, when you, what the hell, bro? Like, what is that doing for you? You might as well go through a little bit of pain, level up, be a better woman, because your life is going to flourish. Your life is going to flourish. But can you even listen to what I'm saying right now? Can you listen? Most can't. That's the issue, bro. They don't want to listen. They want to live in this stupid headspace where they think they're all great. All of a sudden they get old. The great thing they have, which might be their beauty in their youth, starts to diminish. Less attention, less this, less that. Oh my God. It's the same thing all the time. And it's incredible. Y'all who have really fucked up could have had the best lives ever if you just took some accountability and grew. But you didn't. But you didn't. It's like people today cannot take a single fucking L. Like, live some shitty years of your life. There's nothing wrong with that. But people today, bro, they just want to live as if everything's amazing 24/7 from the age of 20 to 30, but they're pretending like it is. They're pretending like they're popular. They're pretending all that stuff when you should have ate shit from 20 to 25 and you could have been actually the shit for the rest of your life, but you couldn't do it. This is the issue, bro. And I just believe women can get away with so much more of this kind of chaotic behavior. It's not that there's no men that do this stuff, because there is, but I just believe there's far more women doing it and far more can get away with it, but they cannot get away with it in the end. That is the issue. We don't make videos like this to just bash women and all this stuff, however stupid people want to think what we're doing here. This is to wake you the fuck up. This is so you can have a better life. This is so you can have a better future, but you can't see it that way because your emotions, right? Because it's how you feel, right? And right now it's how I'm making you feel, right? That's the issue. You can't think for a second, oh my God, like, he might be onto something. If I just listen, my life might be better. They can't do it, bro. The lack of male authority in women's lives today has ruined them. Tell me I'm wrong. That's it, folks. This is why men's giving up on them, because there's no hope. They don't want to do the right shit. They don't want to make the right moves. They want to make the wrong moves. And then cry when it's too fucking late. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to follow me on IG. Exact same username as here on YouTube. With that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.